Hello guys, welcome back. Something for the Demonolator this time. So, anybody's welcome to watch, but it's going to be adult pagan story time. So if you're too young or you don't like that, peace out now. I'm kind of frustrated because lately I'm seeing in demonolatry a lot of the Christian purity cult is moving right into demonolatry. And that's the only way I can describe it, because suddenly everyone, including Asmodeus, is this vestal virgin that I will offend and ruin if I work any kind of adult magic with him. And I'm like, okay, when did this start? Are the demons going through some kind of evolution I should know about? Because if you work adult types of magic, you have to have ethical and moral standards, and you have to have those on lock. It's not about running around and just randomly jumping at people. Yeah! It's about, two willing adult participants. And I said to Loki, I said, if they're really going through some kind of evolution, and I don't like the very toxic teaching that sexual energy is way down here and toxic and bad and evil, and becoming, whatever is more spiritual. I don't like that teaching. I don't approve of it. Obviously, I'm not going to try to monetize this. And I said, I don't like this idea that these demons are now being presented as virgins, that it's more like it's just cerebral what you're going to work with them for. I said, that's fine if you want to do it, but it's being portrayed as the only way, and it's being portrayed as, that sex is wrong and sinful and bad. And I said, this is really just Christianity reboxed and a bunch of demons thrown in. And there's no difference between the way these demons are being presented now than, angels. And I said, I'm really not happy with this. And I told Asmodeus, I said, until we figure this out to our satisfaction, I'm not working with any of you. And he's like, what? And I said, if you are going through this, if this is some kind of transformational thing you're going through and you now all wish to be pure and holy forever, I said, fine, but we're probably at the end of our road of working together, my friend, because I'm not going to be shamed out of sex magic. And, this is Asmodeus I'm talking to, and he goes, well, that is something you read on the internet, And I said, I know that, but that's how people get together to talk about magic, usually, is the internet. And, there are still demonolators that practice sex magic, to be clear, and there are those that don't. But this is more like you're seeing the sex magic being ellipsed by, this holy purity thing. Which, if that's the direction they want to go in, and that's actually a direction that the demons are actually moving in, then fine. But I'm like, this is where we part ways, because it wouldn't be ethical for you to work with me. Because come on, man, I go to the club all the time and all that other stuff, the VR club, but still. At least I used to, until they made all the models look like they haven't eaten for 2 years. Anyhow, yeah. Anyhow, I said, I'd be really uncomfortable working with them. At least when we work with the Norse gods, these are gods that have all kind of rival spicy tails. And so it's not like Odin is going to faint because you ruined him because you mentioned god spousing or something. Yeah. He's a founder of dynasties. If somebody called him a virgin in front of a person that's practiced with him very well, they would get a hard stare, and very well deserved one. I go, yeah, hard, huh? So yeah, somebody's helping back there. So, it's just a thing of, I have to take a break from them, because I'm like, if this is something you're moving towards, if this is not just Christians taking over demonolatry, we can't work together. It's wrong. I don't mention it on the channel because it has nothing to do with anything, but I said, I'm not going to go become Virgin 2.0 just to make you happy. And I said, I'm not going to, go join some kind of purity cult just to work with you. I said, that's just profoundly against my nature. And so I said, we need to spend time apart so I can figure this out. And it makes me wonder, because now god spousing, and I hate the term, but that's moving into demonolatry as well. And it kind of makes you wonder, I said in the comments, the community tab, I said, I'm just so frustrated at this point. I'm like this close to being an atheist. I'm like, there's too many different views out there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, there's the one that's like, they're all virginal, and then there's the opposite, and then there's the God-spousing thing, and then there's the that's a shame thing. And it just feels like it's all pulling itself apart, like it's not meant to last. And I said, I'm getting out before this whole house of cards falls down on itself, because this just, it doesn't seem right. And the people that stay in to practice go into demonolatry full time, and then they get all the high magic stuff, and I go, "It high magic," so it's just not me. And I said, maybe we should part ways. I said, I don't care what kind of bonds we've made or how much we love each other. I said, maybe we should part ways, because I'm not comfortable. If this is going to move in and this is going to ellipse any kind of do as thou will and it harm none, or, just do as you will, be the whole it's not going to work well. I said, we're not a good match. If this is where you're going into some kind of strange purity cult, good luck with that, man, but I'm not on board. So, I just figured I'd keep it real with you guys, and I just honestly look, he's like, you need to vent about that. Honestly, classically speaking, what you do with your own gods in your own time isn't anybody's business. As long as you don't set up a blog with all the details, nobody has a right to come tell you. And honestly, even if you did, as long as you made sure people had to be, of the proper age to read it and they understood what the content was, that's still none of their damn business. I'm just kind of getting tired of seeing the purity cult take over and go, ew, that's gross. I don't like it, so you can't do it. So yeah, I think I'm done with demons. They've been ruined for me forever. And the Book of Tobit, I think, killed any drive towards working with them. It really did. All that virginal blah blah blah, sex is a sin, blah blah blah. We don't feel desire in our hearts. That line that killed everything. Yeah, I'm done forever. So I was done in by the Book of Tobit. But, I just needed to vent, guys. So I'm not going to monetize this one. Obviously, I mentioned sex, and that makes YouTube nervous now, even though I'm sure there are monetized channels that get away with it somehow. But it's just a no for me right now. It's just like, I'm not going to go back to being shamed. I had to work for decades after leaving Catholicism to stop seeing sex as some horrible, filthy, terrible thing. I'm not going back into, oh yes, it's a horrible, terrible, filthy, dirty thing that you should never offer to the gods. I didn't say go crazy. I didn't say throw a wild orgy every night, but I'm saying that what you do with your gods, to me, is your own business. As long as you're consenting adults, it's all good. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.